Hi, Bravehearts. This is Janella Ryan tuning in from Karlstad, Sweden, where I'm visiting a dear friend and her wife and their family, their two boys this week. I'm here for midsummer. So this is my first JoyStream on the road. And of course, I've got an outfit to share with you, which is this lovely robe, which my friend got me as part of staying with her, which is so, so sweet. In case you're new here, I am an erotic wellness practitioner, an advocate, and newly discovered educational porn star. And I am committed to love and freedom. My just say no this week has to do with arbitrary deadlines and self-imposed urgency. I was at a ritual retreat this past weekend, which I'll get to. Then I was home for a day and a half, and then I was leaving for Sweden. And there was a part of me that was like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. And yet the urgency was self-imposed. Yes, I had to pack to leave, but it was also Ariana, my housemate's birthday. And I just could feel the like, I have to pack. And then I was like, no, I need to celebrate her. That's the most important thing. There will be time and I will have what I need to pack. I know I'm not going to miss the plane and it's all going to get done. I was in control of my own stress, my own urgency, my own deadlines. And I just told myself, no, I am not going to get stressed over this. I have the time that I need to get to where I need to go. My just say yes is that I move through the world with their spirit guides all around me that are in the unseen realms, but that are also in human form. And almost every relationship that has had an impact on my life, I consider them a spirit guide. And whether it was my best friends growing up, whether it was my ex-husband, whether it was Andrea, these are all spirit guides who have, when I recognize them, I just say yes to whatever it is that they're suggesting. And Yana and Kali are two of these people. They're incredible friends. I was with them in New Zealand earlier this year. They posted about a grief and Eros ritual that they were assisting with back in October. And I saw that post and I said, oh, I'm supposed to go. I had the money in my bank account in that moment. I said yes. And then 6 months later, which is this past weekend, I was at the ritual and I was like, I don't know why I'm here, but I just know I'm supposed to be there. I knew I was supposed to say yes without overthinking the why of that. Which leads me to the just say wow. We are terrible grievers in this culture. We have been told that grief should be not seen, it should be suppressed, repressed. And this retreat was put on by the facilitators Z, Bernadette, and Victor. Links them in the comments. And this retreat was based on and inspired by the grief rituals as taught to them by Sobonfu Somé of the Dagara people in Burkina Faso. And these rituals are all about grieving in community. There were 50 people there, right? Mostly strangers to one another. And it was the most diverse container that I have ever been in. And we were there to grieve on the topics of race, gender, Eros, and secure attachment or belonging. Really big, spicy political topics, right? And in this container, we had Black men, we had Black women, we had Asian women, we had transgendered people, we had a whole range of gender fluid, we had different sexual orientations, the whole spectrum of queer. We had elders in the community, there was white people. It was so rich. And we didn't talk about these topics. We actually had the opportunity to share how we'd been impacted, and then we grieved together. And the way that the ritual is structured is that we're all a village, and the village is at the back, like the winds or the waves at the back of the grief. And we got to grieve our individual journeys in a way that was resourcing. We never were asked to overextend in our grief for what we were doing or in our support of holding those who were grieving. It was this beautiful, fluid dance of grieving, supporting those who were grieving, and then celebrating those who grieved. What it showed me was not only our grief and Eros connected, but I actually really felt that grief is Eros. One of the quotes of Sabon Fusome is, when we allow grief to move through us, it opens up limitless possibilities. And that's what I really felt. Our life force energy, when it's moving through us, allows for the limitless possibilities of the divine. And this weekend was so impactful. I'm hoping that all of you here leave with this feeling of this connection of grief as Eros, and that I left this retreat with the diversity of experiences and people of, oh, the future is here. We don't have to be at the point of being able to live together in this diverse community in this moment, but the fact that we can grieve together is enough to start to change the world. So thanks, Bravehearts, for tuning in.